Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. Brother I1 from GMS Jamaica camp, and so like yeah, just want go in a small lesson or a response video to the videos that the elders have been doing about making your words easy to understand, right? And the more I watch these videos and the more I think upon these things, I see like the truth. I come like a customer service job, in another field, so I really see some comparisons, right? With customer service and the truth, and really and truly, when I think about it, it always be beautiful to see how the scriptures are life here, because them can be applied in many different ways, right? So just putting that out there, the scriptures are life here. So anyway, going back on topic, as I go through this and get examples. So basically, in our customer service job, you deal with people from all walks of life, depending upon what sector you're in, right? Brothers might sound off sometime because may have kind of get over the flu, so like yeah. So yeah, you might you have to deal with different people depending on the type of sector or the type of customer service that you do, right? Now, based on the field that I am in, you deal with you deal with people from different classes of society. That are one. You deal with certain people from where have certain intellect a certain way, because not because of a certain class of society, no means that you have understanding upon certain things. For example, you have certain people from the upper society where we call in, but them not really 100% technology savvy when it come on to certain things, right? Or them not understand certain information that is put out by the system, so by the company. So you have to basically you have to, when customer service call, basically something happen within the company or with them service for them to understand, and you have to make them understand and put them back on the right track, which are the same thing with the truth, right? When people go off, we need it for them to understand that look, these are the you are the Israelites, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai wanted to come back, right? If you don't repent, you're going to get put to death. The prophecies are coming. You have the heathen, make them know them are going to slavery. You know that a kingdom is out there for you, but nonetheless, if you don't, depending upon the type of customer you get, you will tell them the right thing, but them still can't receive it based off of how you explain it to them, based off of the examples we are use, based off of the terms we are use. Even though the company might give some terms, one of the main things what them tell is that you need to know your customer so you can so it's easier for you to communicate with them. You can't communicate with no two customers the same way, because no two customers are the same, right? And the same thing within the truth. When it come on to people on the highways and the byways, it's best to keep it simple, so that whether you're so-called high in understanding or whether you're low, you can get it. And even to a certain degree, when you're not dealing with brothers, you have to know the brothers around you. So you now can deal with every brother the same way. Nothing come from a partial standpoint, but every brothers have different spirit. If you don't understand what I say, right? So while we can deal with one brother X way, you have to deal with the next brother Y, right? So you really have to be careful, and you have to know of other things. You have to know how to deal with people, right? Since week, me basically have a elderly lady to talk to, and when you come on to the technology or come on to certain things, you really have to take your time and talk to an old person like when you talk to a child, right? You can't use certain big terms. You even talk to people with illiterate, or do I say, or uneducated. So you have to be careful of the terms they use, right? You can't go tell them, say, yo, right now you have fiscal challenges, and no, you have to say, yo, you're kind of in some money problem, right? Something like that. You have to break it down simple, right? So going into the precept, this is 1 Corinthians 14 verse 9. So likewise, when ye, except ye utter by the tongue words easy to be understood, how shall it be known what is spoken? For ye shall speak into the ear. And that go back to what I said earlier. you will tell somebody the right information, but to the ways you phrase it and the words you use, it can cause problem. Case and point the example. Telling a person that them have physical challenges and say you're in a money problem. Money problem easier to understand than physical challenges, right? You have to be careful of that, right? So you have to make it as simple as possible, depending on. Yes, certain people might come and say physical challenges, and them say, all right, cool, yeah. So how we deal with this, and them start use words like deficit and X, Y, Z, and all type of thing. But for your next person, you have to just scrap all of that. You talk to 1 2 year old straight, right? It says there are, it may be, many kinds of voice in the world, and none of them is without signification. Therefore, if I know not what the meaning of the voice, I shall be unto him that speaketh a barbarian, and he that speaketh shall be a barbarian unto me. Exactly. So one of the main things is that if I use words where people, for example, words where people don't mean, or phrases where people don't understand, right? Hey, it's still not gonna make no avail, even though you bring out the truth, even though you explain to them the way of life, right? It now can't work. Hey, when no brothers can attest to this, sometimes when you're out in the world, even if I don't like a try of conversation with people, but you have to watch how you talk to people in the world, because say you can't talk to them like how you talk to a brother. When I talk to a brother, it's like, yeah, somebody will understand my language, even though I might English when I speak or whatever, right? Yeah, say somebody understand my language, but I still English when I speak. But if I reason with somebody out in the world like how you reason with a brother, they might look at you like, hey, what the hell? Right? You have the science, the language of science, you have the language of chemistry, they have the language of accounting. Hey, what we are speak is a language. And if people not have certain basic foundations of the language, then they're not gonna understand nonetheless, despite the fact that it depends on where you come from, English. Right? Hey, even out here in Jamaica, a lot of people like them say English our first language, but we have Creole, which is basically we call it patois. And when I try to talk to certain people in English out here, it's like, yeah, you give them too much thinking for it. You talk to them in a patois, and it break it down simple. It's like, yeah, them get it, just like that. So, we can attest to that out here. So, even with English, you have to, even though people speak English is a very complex language, you have to watch how you teach, right? It says, even so, for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, seek that ye may excel to edifying of the church. Because really and truly, we're professional at these words. So because we're going at them whole heap of words here, we know what they mean. It don't mean say when we go up on the highways and byways, we have to just spit them just like that. And even if we spit them, we have to break them down, right? So make sure say if you're out there and you bring out certain things or you say certain words, you have to make sure say you actually break it down, right? So we're gonna next precept. This is Colossians 4 verse 6. It says verse 5, it says, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Right? And we're gonna look up the word grace and the word seasoned. Right? So we have to be careful how we bring out this this ministry, right? It says grace, that which affords joy, pleasure, delight, sweetness, charm, grace of speech, right? Go back. Season, it says to prepare, arrange with respect of food. Season, make savor. I think the word is salt then. The word salt, right? Play it in the Greek.
Strong's G 217. Halos.
Right. So it says salt with which food is seasoned. It says wisdom and grace exhibited in speech. Right? You have to know how you talk to somebody, right? Basically that is it. You have to really know. It says wisdom and grace exhibited in speech. So you have to know who you are talk to, and hence we know how you are talk to them. You have to really feel out the person. You have to try the spirits, and then you know how you can interact with a person based upon the lesson, right? Bring out the next precept, final precept, and then let your brothers go. This is 1 Corinthians 14 verse 5. No, I'm sorry, 9 verse 9 verse 22. It says, start at verse 21. It says, to them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to God, but under the law to Yahushai, that I may gain them that are without law. But I same thing with Paul, him base, but then when it come on to the law and the Gentiles and the Jews, right? him there for basically him could reason with the Gentiles that come with a reason with them that are at Jerusalem. Those are the under the law and those are the outside of the law. Him have to deal with them different. Same thing, this true when I teach. You have people where understand words and can understand certain speech, so you can talk to them freely, some without. Right? It says, to the weak became I as weak, that I may gain the weak. Exactly. So if somebody really up on words, hey, you go down there to them level, you break it down simple. Right? I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. Because at the end of the day, it's all towards what? Edification, right? And the saving of the Lord's elect. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I may be partaker thereof with you. So, hey, so to the weak, you have to be weak, right? So, there's something for the brothers I'm thinking about. Outside of that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.